So
Amazing.
tonight we're going to talk about how to monetize your brand as a pharmacy influencer. We want to welcome you to Pharmacy, to our team, the Empire
Let's
Builders.
go.
We are partnered up here. I'm Brooke. This is Jason, my
Hello, hello.
husband, and then we have our Canadian counterparts.
Timothy.
All right, so we're going to do some brief intros. Some of you know us. Drop a one in the comments if you know us. Drop a two in the comments if you don't. Okay, I'm just curious to know how many of you know us and how many of you don't. We live in sunny South Florida. Though those photos were not taken in Florida, those photos were taken recently in Turkey. We had a fantastic time on that trip, which we'll talk a little bit about probably on this call. But a little bit of our background. I started in the industry in 2007 when I was pregnant with my son, who was about to turn 18. I was working retail at a department store in Alabama called Dillard's, and I was working in the beauty department at Estee Lauder. Some of you are familiar with. And I quickly began doing the math, having a 3-year-old and being pregnant, working a low paid job. I realized I was going to be essentially working to pay for daycare. And so I just started praying that, something would come into my life. And that was when I discovered direct sales. Okay. So, been in the industry for a really long time, have had a lot of success. And we've been in pharmacy now for 11 months, actually, today, 11 months. Our background is that we are social media influencers. I'm a marketing expert. Jason sells real estate here in Palm Beach.
I do.
And because of our success that we've had in network marketing, we have become real estate investors as well and invested in 17 properties. So the business has been very lucrative for us. We have coached a couple of millionaires and quite a few people who have made multiple six figures in this industry as well. Okay, so that's just like the quick and dirty.
Quick and dirty. And these pictures too were taken in Turkey. These are we just came back from that trip. It was a wonderful trip at the Golden Level. You get taken there. But my name is Amy. This is Tim. We've been in network marketing for 27 years. My story is that when I first started network marketing, I was not successful. I tried for 17 years. I was in 10 different companies and I just was never getting the grasp of it. I never really found huge success. And we were pregnant with our third child and we were struggling financially. And Tim said, why don't we just save ourselves rich here? And why don't you stop doing those network marketing things? Like you're not making any money. Like just pause the, hold the reins on that. So we decided that was going to be our strategy, but I ended up finding a product I wanted. And it was a network marketing product, something I needed. And I decided to buy it behind his back. And when when the Visa bill was going to come out, I kind of let him know, hey, by the way, I bought some stuff. And then he saw right away, he thought that I was going to do the business when I just said I wasn't. And I actually wasn't. I was only buying it for discount, but he triggered me to decide to, well, I already signed up. I may as well just give it a go. I'm already in. You're gonna tell me I can't, so I'm gonna tell you I can. So then from that moment on, I made it my mission to prove him wrong, and I ended up becoming the #1 income earner in our company for 8 years straight, earning over $5 million, leading a team of over 10,000 people. And we now too, with those that success we've had, we do real estate investing as well in Florida. And that's kind of Tim still actually, he still works at a crane. He likes to keep himself humble, and he still works as a crane operator. Instead of having to, he does it because he wants to. He enjoys the skilled labor. He enjoys doing that. He goes to work when he wants now, not because he has to, because he wants to. But yeah, so that's a little bit about us. Long story short.
I just realized we're doing the opportunity call to our neighborhood. We're out here in the backyard.
Yeah, so our neighbors will get to hear all about pharmacy right now.
Excellent.
That is okay because pharmacy is next level right now. And listen, we're super excited you're here on the call with us. We're going to share all the reasons that pharmacy is growing. You guys, it is on the tips of everyone's tongues. I'm getting blown up with text messages, DMs, like it's just really exploding. And as you know, timing and network marketing is so important. And when you find the right company at the right time and you plug in your network and your skill set, and you're open and coaching and willing to learn, it's just a recipe for success, right? So let's start with number one. Okay. Rock solid growth, huge payouts, and serious residual income. We were just in Turkey and we got to see the number one earner in the company make her first $1 million month.
Unreal.
That's 1 million US dollars in a 30-day period. How much is that every day, Jason?
$33,333 per day. That breaks down to $1,978 per hour.
That's
$1,000.
$1 million, 350,000 Canadian.
Yeah, that's insane. $1,900 an hour.
It is a very large amount of money. And she's actually in Mexico, you guys. So super wide open market here in the
Yes.
US and Canada.
Yes.
Okay. Pharmacy's having massive growth here in North America.
Our
We've
group is having massive growth.
I know.
We got a ton of people coming in.
We have had over 31% growth in 2025 so far, with the US jumping by 80% and huge momentum going in Spain and Mexico as well. You guys want to add on to that?
Oh, just even with our team alone, I mean, the growth is just ridiculous. We've been here in pharmacy. This is our year. This is our 1 year anniversary. Is September is our year anniversary, and just seeing,
September 13th.
yeah, seeing what's been happening this past year within our team, within the company, it's just been mind blowing. I can't even stress to people that timing is everything, and the timing right now is positioned so right. The first couple years, like, it's only been in Canada. This is like their third, going in their fourth year, and those first couple years when you're in a company, when they're brand new, that's when they're working out all the bugs and all the kinks and all the things, and then all of a sudden that whoosh of momentum happens where everything just flows. So we got in at the time where they've just finished working out some kinks and bugs and all the things.
Yep.
And now we're just going to coast that wave on the upwards trajectory. So this is the time. It is not a joke. It is like, sound the alarms, everybody. The time is now. And yeah, this is when you want to jump in.
We experienced in Canada, especially, they just did some improvements on the shipping. We have a distribution warehouse specifically just for us that improved the shipping by 3 days. So we're really excited about that, and we're already starting to see the growth from that now.
Yeah, and it's because we're having such growth that they saw the need for that. And so the warehouse is dedicated only to Canadian orders because of the growth that they see that's going to be happening. They, USA seeing the growth too, but also Canada being the newer market, they're getting ready and prepared for that extra growth. Just like at the warehouse down in the States, they have an extra warehouse ready to go, like ready to go for the boom that's
Always forward
happen.
thinking, always forward thinking.
Yeah.
We're positioned for growth here. Yeah, they're prepared for all the growth that's happening, which any company that has vision is going to prepare for. I always like equivalent to the interstate. Like, think about the traffic in the city that you live in. Okay, if anyone has ever driven through Atlanta, okay, that is a nightmare. There's about 10 lanes of traffic, right? So like, think about however many lanes there are and how they're always adding lanes on, and it takes forever because it just like bottlenecks. You don't want bottlenecking happening, right? It says we've gone offline. Did we lose everyone? Are you still there,
Nope.
Tim and Amy?
We're all here.
Okay, so weird. You want to have a good flow, right? You want to, it's like, why didn't you guys just add 10 lanes to start? Why do we have 2 lanes? So they're positioned for growth. We have 10 lanes open and ready for traffic. Okay. We also have affordable, trusted products that influencers actually love. And by influencers, I mean you, okay? Because we are all influencers. Whether you have a small sphere of influence with your local people, maybe it's just people you go to church with or at your job. Maybe you have a bigger sphere of influence. We are all influencers. I would like to think that I'm an influencer in my home, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you're an influencer in your home, to
100%.
your
100%.
spouse, to your children, to the people that live with you. So it's so important that we have products that people actually enjoy. Affordability is a huge thing right now. Drop a $sign in the comments if you're being affected by the economy in the US and Canada right now, okay? Because we don't have the best economy that we've ever had. Like, that's just the truth, right? So affordability is so much more important when the dollar doesn't stretch as far, right? Think about how much further your dollar stretched in 2019. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of $signs come through. Okay.
Yeah.
Lisa says she's obsessed with the shipping. How many of you are obsessed with the products? How many of you are obsessed with the products? You guys, please stop. Remember, we're screen sharing. So
Yeah, they can't see that.
you're screen sharing so they can see the chat. Can you guys see the chat when he pulls the chat up?
No.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
distracting. Thank you.
Sorry about that,
Okay,
guys.
I'm not gonna let you on the call next week.
Yes, ma'am. I'm
All
sorry.
right. So so let me know in the comments like what your favorite products are. We have a variety of lifestyle products. There's truly something for everyone. We have makeup, we have skincare, we have hair care, we have an amazing supplement line. We have perfumes, we have perfumes and fragrances, we have body washes and soaps, we have hand creams and lotions, we have cellulite creams, we have toothpaste, like you name it, we have something for everyone. You can build a business off of one product. We have one influencer I know who she pushes this one product that we have called paprika gel, and she has such a big audience that they sell it out, and it was on back order for a minute because like her whole audience bought all of it up because it tightened her skin and she didn't have stretch marks. Okay. So like you can literally build a business off of one product if you chose to. So there's something for everyone to fit into your brand, into your niche, into your own lifestyle. And Amy, do you want to talk a little bit about the EU standards?
Well, our products are made to EU standards. And as you guys know, EU has stricter standards than in Canada and even the US. So in Canada, they allow a certain amount of, ingredients in, and US, they let a lot in. So when
Anything goes, anything goes.
anything goes in US. I think they banned maybe 7.
3.
3. So yeah, EU is very, very high standard when it comes to ingredients, and we adhere to that. And not only that, but there's other areas where we are in, like say Russia. If Russia has a higher standard, they go even higher. So EU's the minimum of where we're at, and not just in Europe, but all over the globe. That's their minimum standard. So you got to know that. That's really good. And when we were in, oh, what's you saying? Canada prohibits 573 ingredients. There we go. Thanks, Tim. He's chiming in with some info. Thank you. When we were at the Pharmacy, they had a wall dedicated to all of their accolades and all of their standards, like GMP, good manufacturing procedures. They had trusted company certificates. They had all kinds of crazy certificates on their wall. It was very impressive. So they take that very seriously on how clean their facility is and how clean that they like to keep, their standards when it comes to what they allow in their products and what they don't. So yeah, pretty good.
I think it's also important for us to talk about why the products are so affordable because
Absolutely.
some of you may know this and some of you don't, but this was what really impressed me is the fact that Pharmacy owns the entire supply chain, or as Tim says, it's vertical integration. So it means they grow the ingredients, they create the products, they manufacture the products, they create the packages that the bottles and the packages that the products go in. And they also, on top of owning that entire supply chain, they own the IT company that runs the entire company on the internet. Okay. So if we need a quick change made on the website, we can have it done. We're not paying third parties. When you are paying third parties, it increases your prices, and that price gets passed on to the consumer. Okay. So because Pharmacy owns everything, it keeps their costs lower, which means they're able to pass that savings on to the consumer and pay premium commissions, okay, which is one of the other really important things that we're going to be talking about. Tim and Amy?
Yeah. So you're going to get, when you sell products, when you sell to your customer, you are going to get a 50% retail commission. Like you're getting 50% on that retail sales. And then obviously we have other compensation and bonuses depending if you want to team build or not. So you can choose how you want to promote when it comes to this business. If you want to just enjoy the discount, you're able to do that. No problems. You'll get a 50% discount straight off the top. If you wish to sell to your customers, you will get, if you have a click link or the hot list, which I think Brooke's going to get into next, but if you want to have like your little click links, you can do that and just do sales. A lot of people like to just have influencer style 50% commission. And then if you want a team build, we have so many bonuses for team builders when it comes to compensation. Like we have the trips that are built right into, which we'll talk about that after. We have other ranking bonuses. We have car bonuses. We have group bonuses and team bonuses. Like there's so many bonuses if you choose to build here. The choice is completely up to you how you want to build. There is something for everybody. Not only is there products for everybody, not only is there categories for everybody to choose how you want to sell, but like what you want to sell, but also how you want to build, your business, what you want that to look like. You have the choice here. And that's what really stood out to me about this company is that you can choose your journey here. It's like pick your own adventure, choose your own adventure. How do you want it to look? You can choose it. There's so much choice here. I love that.
Yes, you can sell or you can build. If you sell, you're going to earn a 50% commission and you're going to get paid in how long, Jason?
72 hours. So if you sell $500 on Monday, you're going to get a check in your bank account no later at the latest on Thursday evening.
Okay, so we don't do checks here. We do direct deposits.
That's what I meant.
but
Like,
yes.
you know what I mean. A check's not going to be, yeah.
So
72
50%
hours.
is huge, right? Because a lot of companies aren't paying that high of a commission on personal sales because they're also having to pay for the team. And that was my number one question. I was like, how can you afford all of this? And that was when they explained we own everything. We're able to offer higher commissions and lower prices. And I was like, okay, I'm sold. So 50% retail or 50% commission on the personal sales.
Yep.
You get a 50% retail profit on personal sales plus additional compensation for team building. So you get to choose, how you want to do it.
And I like that you get paid every 72 hours. So when you make your sale, boom, it's in your bank account. You're not waiting weeks upon end for your compensation.
Yeah, it's huge. That is huge.
And that is, it really is. If like we know people in the online space, right, who have big audiences and they use things like Amazon or Like to Know to, be affiliates for. And not only do they pay pennies on the dollar, but it also takes them sometimes months to get paid. And these are people that we personally know who do this, and they're not making the kind of money that you might think that they're making, even if they have a really large Instagram account. So don't be fooled by the big numbers. Amy and I both are actually very humble leaders over here with very humble followings. I think we both have about 10,000 Instagram followers. And I just actually just recently crossed 10,000. But we've collectively, I guess 10 is a magic number because we've collectively earned over $10 million together in this industry. So don't be fooled by big numbers is what it's like smoke and mirrors in the online space.
I will say one thing. So me and Brooke, we know this young girl. I just want to throw this out. We know this young girl. She's probably 23. I say young, but she's going to pharmacy school, not pharmacy as in the company. She's actually going to be a tech. And I follow her on Instagram, and Brooke does too. And she always promoting like this protein powder. And I reached out to her, hey Julia, what's the percentage on something like that? And she's like 15%. Like 15%, but she has to meet a threshold. And I want to say it's like $1,000 or something like that. It's a large threshold, but they don't get paid for like 45 days. It's not, yeah. You would be amazed at how, she is considering pharmacy. We're going to have a meeting with her, but you'd be amazed at, people with the links and people with sponsorships, how pharmacy just paces all of those companies.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And we are positioned for growth. That's the next talking point, right? We have the infrastructure and logistics built for scale and speed. As we were discussing about how they have recently, made a new facility in Buffalo to help packages get to Canada faster. We also have a $50 million facility in Miami, which is really the headquarters for North America, for US especially. Jason and I live about 90 minutes north.
Yep.
So we love the accessibility. People can always come. Most of these photos you see, we're taken there. We're always going for content shoots. We're going to, take people to show them pharmacy, to do warehouse tours. They're very open. That is one thing I've learned from talking to leaders at other companies, that was never a thing where they were at. You had to be a high level leader to get an invitation to come to the corporate office. And anyone, whether you've signed up or not, or you've even sold $1, it's always open doors because they want growth. They want you there. They built that building there for you to come, for you to take content. And they're doubling down. Like Tim said, they have another facility across the street ready to go. And the shelves aren't even filled. So like they have all this space because they're positioned for growth. And they said that when they're out operating at max capacity, they can send out 1 million orders a month just from that facility based on like current operational.
That's a lot of orders. That is a lot of
1 million orders.
Yeah,
Like,
$33,000, 33,000 orders a day. Break that down to a 24-hour cycle. It's like 1,200.
so we are definitely positioned for growth. And then I think it's important to talk a little bit about the legacy of pharmacy. It's been around for 75 years, which blows a lot of people's minds because it's a newer company at the same time. It's only been in the direct sales space since 2010. Okay. So again, a lot of legacy. It's been around for a long time. Dr. C. Tuna founded this company. He was a pharmacist, which is how we got the name Pharmacy. And he started by creating items that you would buy in a pharmacy, like toothpaste and creams and salves and lotions and things, again, that you would buy in a pharmacy. They sold their own products and they also began manufacturing and white labeling for other brands. If you're not familiar with white labeling, that would be like, let's say you have someone like, I don't know, who's a celebrity, Kim Kardashian. Okay. She's like, I want to have a brand with my name on it. And so she goes to a company that creates a product and they just slap her name on it and then now she sells it.
Yeah.
Okay. So they did a lot of white labeling and they have made millions and millions of dollars. They're actually worth billions of dollars. And then they decided to get in the direct sales space. Is someone unmuted? You guys.
He's the same age you are.
There you go. Thank you so
There we
much.
go.
Yeah, son.
So anyhow, they decided to get into the direct sales space in 2010. And that's why you're just hearing about pharmacy, okay? Because it's really a newer company in this industry, right? Because it was in Europe. It's based out of Turkey, if we didn't say that already. It's based out of Turkey, which is why we were in Turkey. The headquarters are in Istanbul. That's also why all of the products are legally made to EU standards. And they're now operating in 40 different countries. The next country we're going to be opening is Germany. So if you know people in Germany, have them get ready. Position for growth. You know, we just opened Italy and Spain this past year. We're expanding into South American markets. I think Australia is probably coming up in the next year or two.
For sure.
So we're reaching people worldwide with this brand. So you can build a business that's truly worldwide, that's truly global. I will tell you, if you know anything about business, if you've been, how many seasoned business people do we have in, drop the word seasoned. If you're seasoned, like you've been in business for many years, you know that when you have a business that's hyper local and something hyper local happens, it can totally take your business out.
Sure.
I remember our first year in our last company, a big portion of my team lived down here in South Florida. This was before we lived here, and there was a hurricane that came through. And that whole month, everyone was distracted because they were recovering from the hurricane. So obviously people were in survival mode, right? So like they weren't like in business building mode, which is totally understandable. But at the end of the day, hurricane or not, we saw bills to pay, right? Like your company is still going to say, hey, you got to pay us for your mortgage and you got to pay us for your lights and you got to pay to eat. So whether or not we're having a catastrophic event or not, like we still got to have money. So that was when I really first learned how important it is to have a business that's not so reliant on one market. And so I love that we can build a global business here. So if you have something that's hyper local that happens in one economy, but you have business everywhere, you're not going to be as impacted.
Now, I just want to touch on base on that. So do they have 5 different distribution centers, do they not, around the world? So they have like 5 different.
Poland, I know one's in Poland.
I know they have one in Mexico, and I know they have one in the UK, and technically they have one serving Canada. So that's the one thing that really drew my attention, because I also went through that thing with Florida as well. It didn't affect us because our business was primarily Canadian, but I saw the impact it could have had on our business, and it did have on your business. But knowing with pharmacy, where their distribution's almost equal on 5 different markets, distribution centers, if one fell down, the other ones could take its place or could subsidize any downfalls.
They said that every distribution center is fully stocked for 6 month worth of business.
Right.
So if any one market were to fall for whatever reason, if the economy fell in any one region, there's always the other ones to pick them all up, so they'll never be stuck. So it's a to me that screams security, that screams longevity. That's like, okay, we are somewhere that is stable,
They have
that
a
is
global vision.
there's a global vision, and there's a bigger vision that's happening here at play. It's not just, when we go to Miami, that's just one of like 6 distribution centers. That's just one, and it feels so grand when you're there and you think, whoa, this is it. This is a big company. Look at this. But when you get to Istanbul and you see, no, wait a second, this is where it starts from. This is where all the product is, sent from it to all these places and these distribution centers that are stocked full. It's like, okay, you kind of get the bigger picture vision here. Like, it's a really big vision, what I feel of what's happening here. And to me, I feel there's a future forward here. Like, there's a future here, there's stability here, there's long-term growth to be had here. That's what all that says to me.
And speaking of vision, it's important to talk about how this is a company. It is a company of legacy, right? So this is third generation now. The grandfather started the business. The father actually runs the distribution side, because I was asking about that recently. He's not involved in the network marketing side of it, but he runs the manufacturing side of things. And then the grandsons, Emre and Sinan, run the pharmacy, the network marketing business. Okay. So when you go to a conference, when you come to events, when you get on Zooms, you'll hear from Imre, you'll hear from Sinan. They're very young. They're like 29, 30, and they have a big vision for this company. They want to be the number one direct sales company in the world. And they're not driven by money, because they're old money. They grew up in this. They came from money. They have billions of dollars. For them, this is about their legacy. This is about their name. This is about not running their grandfather's business, his legacy, into the ground. So they have a very, very big vision for what they want and where they're going.
True. That's exactly right. I mean, who wants to be that guy that looks, hey, you're the one that jacked this up. Nobody wants that. So
Sorry, Granddad.
that's the level they're playing at. That is the level they're playing at.
Yeah, and you want to partner with people that have that kind of vision. Like, you truly want to partner with leaders that have vision for where they're going, because if you don't have vision, you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
And we truly believe that these people have vision. They don't do anything small. We've seen that. We've been to their events, we've been to their facilities, we've been on the incentives, and they do not play small. They go big. They go all in. And again, they're banking on legacy and being the number one in the industry. And you have an opportunity to be a part of that. Okay. Which is
Pretty cool.
the goal is to be the number one direct sales company in the world.
Yeah.
Drop number one in the comments if you want to be a part of this global expansion. If you want to be a part of this growth that we're having here in North America.
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, we got some energy going. Let's see what we got going in the comments. Season, we got some seasoned people. I know. Oh, there goes the light.
Uh-oh.
All right. We got, number one. All right. So I am so excited about that. And also, listen, speaking of the vision and speaking of products that fit into your lifestyle, look at the branding. It's so beautiful. It's so attractive. It's modern. This is just screenshots literally from Instagram. Okay. So they made it very easy for me to paint a picture of what the brand looks like to people. And they're continuing to evolve this brand. They're continuing to evolve the packaging and the logos, and they're always open and listening to our feedback. I actually, a little birdie in my ear told me that they hired someone to like even take the branding to the next level.
Who is that, bro?
So
Who did they hire? Who did they hire?
I don't know the name of the
Brooke,
company.
you gatekeeping? What's going on?
I heard,
I didn't know about this.
oh, you didn't know about this?
No, I didn't know about
So
this.
apparently
This is
they've hired, listen, I could be wrong, okay, it could just be rumor, but rumor has it they hired the same branding firm that did Hailey Bieber's beauty company.
You
Okay.
did. You told, yes, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's huge, huge. I get ads for them on Instagram all the time. Okay, so it's being run by Gen Z. It's being run by the younger generation, which is going to be important for us to take this brand into the next level. You don't want old people running it behind the scenes. Like, let's
No.
be real.
No,
Like,
no.
we're middle age. I'm glad that we've got people younger than us with the vision that they know what's going and where we're moving forward. They know what's cool, right? Like, I'm not even going to use the right words because I'm 45,
Yeah.
but they know what's cool. So you don't
Which
want
is
us
cool.
you don't want us in charge of it. You don't want old people in charge of it. You want young people in
Speak
charge
for
of it.
yourself, girl. Speak for yourself.
Let us
Hey,
be the
you left your walker over there.
let us run the business side of things. But like for the branding, I love what they're doing with the branding. You guys like the branding? Drop branding in the comments if you love this branding. I think it's just beautiful and they're continuing to work on it. They're continuing to evolve it. And it's just something that you can share with everyone. It highlights the lifestyle as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's
If I may add to that, I agree. Like they're always coming up with new ideas. They're not just sticking with the same product that they've had for the last years. They're always assessing and reassessing their product lines and giving the consumer what they want.
And what I want is luxury brand trips to exotic locations.
I like it. I like it.
With you on
Yeah.
that one.
I didn't realize how much I was gonna like turkey until I went to Turkey. I'll be honest
was
with you. I had
amazing.
no
Like,
idea what I was walking into.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, I'll be honest with you. It gives, look, I sell luxury real estate here in the Palm Beaches. When I say I go to Turkey for business, it gives me massive credibility most of the time because a lot of people are like, hey, listen, I've been to Italy, I've been to Greece, I've
Yeah.
been to wherever, but they've never been to Turkey. And they're like, what do you think of it? And it opens the doors for me. Turkey is I'll be honest with you, I was blown away, just absolutely blown away. Probably one of my top 2 destinations, maybe top 3 destinations on earth right now.
Me too.
It was
It was
not on
amazing.
my bucket list at all.
Amazing.
I had
Amazing.
no idea. And it is probably hands down one of my favorite places that I visited now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, hands down.
magical.
It's
That and
amazing.
Dubai. I like the two.
Amazing.
You guys, listen, we could talk all day about the trip that we
Yes,
just went
sorry.
on to Turkey. It was a 2-part trip. They took us to Istanbul, put us up in a palace, then sent us to Cappadocia, put us in a hot air balloon for a sunrise shoot. We had parties. We had more parties. We stayed in a cave hotel.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you can see this is a hot air balloon. This was the closing party. This was us in Mexico in June. We
Yeah.
also went to Mexico. We've already been on
Yeah.
2 trips, our first year in. This was a sunset party that we had. This was the Cave Hotel, like beautiful backdrop
And
for
they pay for all
photos.
this. Like pharmacy pays for all this. They pay for the flights, they pay for the food, they pay for
The
the
party.
parties, the stay. Like this boat party right here. Like that was 250 people on a boat, and we went to go eat at a sultan's house. Sultan, think Jafar, that dude in Jafar, whatever that dude's name is. Maybe it is Jafar and Aladdin.
It's
That's what
Jafar
it is.
and
Think
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Think Aladdin, but with Jafar. But I'm telling you, like it was amazing, like amazing.
It was
Blown
it
away.
was amazing.
Blown away.
But that's just one of the trips that's available to you when you partner with Pharmacy. They do, regular trips. Like we had a trip like to Mexico that we went on an all-inclusive to Mexico. The Emerald trip was a trip to Venice. They just got back from Venice. There's a trip to the Maldives. There's all kinds of places that you can go with Pharmacy, and it's always going to be next level.
I think one thing to mention here is like the trip to Turkey is done every year. It's important to remember that every single year they do a trip to Turkey. The most important thing to remember is it's a low bar trip. It's the lowest trip and the easiest one to get out of all of them. It is, most people can get it. That's why there was like 300 people there this year. Some people deferred because they couldn't let it, because it is across the world and their life, but they let you defer it 1 year, I believe. But it is unbelievable trip. It's the first low bar tier, and most people can get that.
It's an entry level
that's the
leadership.
word
You
I'm looking
do
for.
have to work for it.
Oh, yeah,
Okay. You can't just
100%.
sneeze and get it. But it is one that it's an entry level leadership. If you're showing that, hey, like I'm leading, I'm building a team, they're going to put you on a plane. They're going to send you there because they know that once you go and you experience this, that's it. Like you're in.
That's it.
You're in.
Done.
So lots of opportunities for travel if you enjoy traveling. And then let's talk about what you get whenever you partner with us specifically. So our team, Empire Builders, we believe in having duplicatable systems. All right. I'm all about the systems. So we have created duplicatable systems and marketing and sales training. So you are going to get plugged in and have everything that you need at your fingertips. If you're part of the team right now, drop in the comments. Let me just pull up this chat feed. What do you feel about our trainings and the resources that we have available to our team? Just go ahead and let all of the guests that are on the call or that are watching the replay know what we have access here to. What? Jafar was the bag. I know, Jason,
Jafar
just
was the
stop,
bad guy.
just stop running your mouth, okay?
Just-
Melissa loves the boards. What about the trainings that we offer you guys? Okay, you guys don't leave me hanging. I'm like, all right, you guys fill me in. Tell me how excited you are. Nothing. Crickets. Love the trainings. I also just joined about 2 weeks ago. Amazing trainings.
That's
Lots
cool.
of them. Trainings are
Welcome.
amazing. Wow, training is amazing. You're going to get a lot of resources. You're going to get a lot of tools, and you're going to get the mentorship, okay? Because we came with receipts, you guys. Over 5 million in earnings here, over 5 million in earnings there in Canada. You're going to get the best of the US and Canada, and we're going to make it really simple for you. We have all the tools, all the resources, all the Facebook groups, like everything is already done for you. So you don't have to recreate the wheel. We're actually getting ready to launch another training series that you will hear about soon, probably tomorrow. Okay.
I like
So let's
that.
talk about Amy and Tim. Tell them how they can get signed up.
So to get signed up, you are going to click the link of the person that sent you this video, click the link, and right away, once you're in, we're going to plug you in right away. That is our big thing. Like, I know that in network marketing, onboarding is always something that people are worried about. Like, how do I get going? How do I get my people going? Well, because our systems are so simple and duplicatable, this is it. We just get you plugged in. You're going to get access to your trainings right away, your resources, all the chats. You get plugged in. From there, simple. You're just going to start sharing the products. We don't want you to know everything before you get going. We like ignorance on fire. That's the best way to describe it. Don't worry about knowing everything. You'll learn as you go. You learn as you earn, right? You're going to learn. No, you're going to earn as you learn. You're going to earn as you go along. Share the products. Pick some. You don't have to know everything. Pick one item that you like or want to talk about. And if you don't have any testimonies, share other people's stories and testimonies until you get your own. Ordering online, so easy. You don't have to have any inventory. You don't have to stock anything if you don't want to. I do have a lot of people like Lisa, who's on this call. She loves to do markets. She is an in-person person, and she does really well. Every Sunday she goes to a market and builds a customer base there and stuff like that. So she plugged herself in locally into the people market as a little bit of online. But for those of you, the majority that are online, just plug in online. You make your orders online. You just give people your link. It's easy. We show you where to get it. It's in the team board. That board is going to be your best friend. Everything's in one spot. Very simple. That's all you need to do. Just share and make money. It's very, very simple. And one thing that I do want to note is that we do have crazy bonuses here when you start ranking up along the ranks. I've never seen this high of rank bonuses before, but they go all the way from $1,000 for your rank bonus all the way up to $500,000 for a rank bonus. Like,
That is pretty crazy.
that's crazy. I've never seen that in any company before. That's a big check. That's a big bonus. And our upline just earned it. So that's crazy to me that someone that's in our lineage, not just some random person in the company, our very own upline is the one and only to have earned that.
And more importantly, it wasn't just dangled out as a carrot. We've actually seen someone earn it.
We've seen it happen. So if she can do it, why not us? Why not you? Why not? It's there for everybody. The way the comp plan is made is that everybody has the chance to make whatever they want. You just work your business and go do it, right? It's up to you.
So what you're going to do, I'm going to explain US and then I'm going to let the Canadians explain Canada. Okay. It's a little bit different from each company, each country, but it's very simple. Okay. Nonetheless. So you can either start with a pack. Okay. And these are various ones. They're always changing. 125, 250, or 500. I always say go all in, go big or go home, right? Get the big one. You're going to get a little bit of everything. So you're going to have more products to share, more products to use. The more products that you use, the more things you're going to be able to share with people, the more confident you're going to feel about sharing the business. Obviously, work with the budget you have. That's why we have different categories. But if you have the budget for it, I always say go for the top. Okay. Or if you're like, you know what? I don't want to get stuck with products that I don't want. I want to customize. Okay. You might want to customize. All you have to do is buy one of these little packs right here. Okay. It's a little orange box. You'll see. Actually, Jason, there's one back there if you want to grab it.
Yeah.
And
What's up, man? My
You
dog
pay,
under my.
oh,
It's okay. Give me 1 second here. Matt, watch out, buddy.
the dog has us like barricaded in
Watch out, bud.
and he's an old man, so we
I don't want
can't.
to run over him because you'll hear, and then somebody will get it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
That
gosh.
would be bad news.
Anyhow, so you paid $19.99 US dollars. You're going to get this sample box. Okay. It's going to come with samples of foundation and you're going to get, this is what it looks like. Okay. Usually probably going to get some samples, a catalog, that sort of thing in there. It's really great to know what shade of foundation or concealers to use. It's various things, so I can't tell you exactly what's going to come in it. But this is the $19.99 box. And then once you pay the $19.99, that unlocks 50% off the entire website. So then you can go shopping. We always want to tell you to get at least $125 in products, 125 PV. And the reason for that is it will make you a qualified and active influencer for the month. It will qualify you to get paid commissions on your downline, and you will earn free products by hitting the 125 mark. So don't leave free products on the table. All right. So that's all you have to do. You immediately will get your own website. You can start sending your website out immediately. You don't even have to have products to start making money. So as soon as you sign up, you can send your link to Amy and be like, Amy, I'm so excited. I just joined FARMASI. They're growing. They're on fire right now. There's so much momentum. Now is the time to get in. I want you to be on my team. Here's my link. And Amy can join my team before I've ever even received my package.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how you're going to get signed up if you're in the US.
If you're in Canada, it's actually free to join. Just our laws are different than in the States. In the States, there are laws that you have to pay for your business, but here you're not allowed to pay for a business. It's just different. So you're allowed to sign up for free, make your account. As soon as you make your account, immediately that unlocks your 50% discount. You can go shopping as you wish. Now, those product packs are available to you as well when you see those packs there. So what you can do is to pick one of each if you'd like. You just can't get duplicates, but you're allowed to take as many kits as you want. In the US, you're allowed to as well. Pick if you want to pick one or two or three, whatever, up to you, whatever you can afford. You have 30 days. You have 30 days from the day you enroll to choose. You'll see they'll be available to you in your cart for 30 days. You don't have to get it right away. The sooner the better, of course, but they will be available to you. If you buy one today, maybe in another week you want to be like, maybe I want this other pack. Go ahead. It's going to still be there in your cart. You'll see it down below. So take advantage of those packs as you wish. But the same as Brooke said, if you don't want to get one of those packs, you don't have to. You can mix and match, do whatever you want, buy as you wish. Now you can separately purchase one of those sample boxes. They are $29.99 in Canada to buy one. If you do happen to pick one of those packs, you will get that sample box cheaper. You'll get it at a cheaper price if you do happen to get one of those packs. But that's pretty much it. Same but different. We like to encourage people the 125 just because it will unlock all kinds of bonuses and perks for you, and it will qualify you as an official influencer when you get that 125.
All right. And there you have it, you guys. We're really excited about the timing right now with FARMASI. I want to encourage you. Listen, my energy is a little bit low tonight, just to be honest with you, because we're coming off of month
A
end.
stellar month. It was a stellar month.
Even with my energy and excitement, I still feel like a little bit of a lower energy. But I want to like really emphasize to you how important it is to get in now and to start sharing the opportunity with other people. Okay. You're in the right place, the right time. I'm telling you, other leaders from other companies are coming to our company, and it's for a reason. It's because we have growth. It's because we're positioned for growth. It's because we have everyday consumable products that people are going to order again and again and again. Every single person that lives in your household will be using these products. Now think about that multiplied by all the people in your downline who are going to be joining your team. Okay. It's just a smart business move. It's a smart business move. And I feel strongly that God put me here, that he led me out of my last company and led Amy out, and I left with Amy. He led us out so we could set the stage, get everything ready. Remember how she said the first year that like a country's open, they're working out the kinks. I feel like we've been working out the kinks in our processes for the last year, and now we are ready to roll, and you guys are here and we're ready to soar to new heights.
What
So
she
who wants to make some money?
And Brooke,
Let's,
Brooke,
yeah.
I want to congratulate you for hitting platinum this month, or
Congratulations.
last
you.
month.
Woo!
Brooke hit a new level, so I just had to throw that in there. She did really well this month.
Yeah, she worked really
Well,
hard.
Last month.
That was good. Good job.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't joined yet, okay, get back to the person who invited you to the Zoom, ask them for their sign up link, and go ahead, get your order in. Let's start September strong. And we will see you at conference next week in
Yes.
Miami. Okay. All right. You guys have a good night.
Bye, guys.